The league is on the air. It's Monday, May 13th, 1946. Let's see the weekly team power rankings. The number one team in baseball, New York Giants. Number 2, Chicago Cubs. Number 3, New York Yankees. St. Louis Cardinals, number 4. Detroit Tigers, number 5. Pittsburgh Pirates, number 6. Philadelphia Athletics, number 7. St. Louis Browns, number 8. Chicago White Sox, number 9. Combined batting leaders and pitching leaders, and team batting leaders and team pitching leaders. Let's see where we stand. In the American League, the Detroit Tigers lead the New York Yankees by half a game, and the Philadelphia Athletics by a game. Tigers have a run differential of plus 20, leading the league. They've lost their last 2. In their last 10, they are 5-5. Hottest team in the league, New York Yankees have won 3 straight and 6 of their last 10. The Red Sox continue to struggle. They've lost 3 straight and have only won 3 of their last 10. In the National League, the New York Giants lead the Chicago Cubs and Pittsburgh Pirates by half a game. The Giants have a plus 27 run differential. They've won 6 of their last 10. But the Pirates lead the league in run differential with plus 31. But they've only won 3 of their last 10 games. The hottest team in the National League are the St. Louis Cardinals, who have won 7 in a row, 7 of their last 10. The Reds, while 5-5 in their last 10 games, have lost 4 straight. Here is the upcoming schedule. Now we will sim until Saturday. Monday, May 13th. Tuesday, May 14th. Wednesday, May 15th. Thursday, May 16th. Friday, May 17th. Saturday, May 18th. It's Sunday, May 19th, 1946. Here is where we stand. In the American League, the Detroit Tigers lead the New York Yankees by 2 games. Their run differential is plus 37. They are 5-5 in their last 10. The hottest team seems to be the Senators. They've won 3 straight. But the Yankees and Athletics have won 6 of their last 10. In the National League, the Chicago Cubs have taken over first place. They lead the Giants by a game. They have a run differential of plus 25, tied with the Giants. The Pirates continue to lead the National League in run diff with 30. Now we showcase Sunday. Okay, the American League has 4 double hitters. The National League have 3. So only one team, the Brooklyn Dodgers, is hosting 1 game this Saturday. Their contest begins at 2. So the Showcase Sunday, we feature a contest or 2, and then we play out the day in real time. Let's see the upcoming schedule, see what the matchups are. The Tigers are hosting the Red Sox. Game 1 has Ostermuller at 5-0 against Bonham at 2-2. Ostermuller is the starter for the Tigers, the left-hander. Bonham is the starter for the Red Sox. Guardians host the Yankees. The Braves host the Cubs. Pirates. Giants host the Pirates. That's a good game. Let's see. I'm looking at the matchups of the Game 1 and Game 2. Game 1, I think, is a little better. Schmitz at 6-2 with a 2.00 ERA. For the Pirates versus Dietrich, 2-0 with a 1.71 ERA for the Giants. So that's Game 1. We'll feature that one. And let's see if we can find a compelling American League contest. White Sox hosting the Senators. Guardians host the Yanks. Newhouser going in the second game. The Tigers hosting the Red Sox. No. Browns and A's. Beller going for the Browns. against the A's and Masterson. I think I'll do that one. Okay, if I can remember. Browns Athletics, Game 2. But first, Giants Pirates, Game 1. Now for the featured games. We'll start with the National League this time. From the Polo Grounds, the New York Giants host the Pittsburgh Pirates. The starting lineup for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Leading it off, Johnny Ryrostek, the center fielder. Bob Elliott in right. Walker Cooper, the catcher. The cleanup hitter, Johnny Mize at first base. Vern Stevens at short. Buster Adams in left. Skippy Roberge at third base. Johnny Bernardino at second. And the starting pitcher, he's hot, Johnny Smits. In 8 games, he's won 6, lost 2. His earned run average is 2.00. His whip is 1.19. He's 25 years old. The starting lineup for the New York Giants. The leadoff man, Billy Herman at second. Nick Etten at first. Lou Boudreau at short. The cleanup hitter, Goody Rosen at center. Taffy Wright in right. Buddy Rosar, the catcher. Eddie Yost at third base. Lou Novikov at left field. And Bill Dietrich is the starter. Dietrich in 8 games, he's 2-0 with a 1.71 ERA and a 1.37 whip. He's 36 years old. 17,000 fans in the stands, partly cloudy, 56 degrees, wind blowing left to right at 15 miles per hour. The New York Giants are in second place in the National League with a record of 19-13. They are 5-8 at home. The Pittsburgh Pirates are in fourth place in the National League with a record of 17-15. They are 7-7 on the road. Let's play ball. Good afternoon and welcome to Polo Grounds. Today, New York goes up against Pittsburgh. The Pirates hope to end their 4-game losing streak. New York has won 2 of 2 games from Pittsburgh this season. It's partly cloudy, the temperature 56 degrees. The flag at roof level indicates a strong wind, blowing left to right at 15 miles an hour. Get ready for baseball. Bill Dietrich gets the call for the Giants. He has 2 wins and no losses with a 1.71 ERA. His whip at present is 1.37. Time to get started. Here's Johnny Ryrostek, the center fielder. Johnny is hitting .336 for the Pirates, 5 for 11 against New York. A .455 average. The 2-2 pitch. Base hit, left field, and the leadoff man is aboard. We're underway. Pirates batting in the top of the first inning will advance until the runner in scoring position. Bob Elliott is at third base with Johnny Mize at first with 2 out. The batter, right-hand hitter, Vern Stevens. Stevens is the number 5 hitter. The shortstop's hitting .254, 2 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Here's the pitch from right-hander Bill Dietrich. That's in the air to right field, a base hit. The run will score. A man is headed for third. There's a throw. He's safe at third. The runner on first does not advance. Pittsburgh now leads 1-0. Runners on the corners, 2 out. Top of the first inning. Pirates lead 1-0 over the Giants. Johnny Mize at third base. Vern Stevens at first. The batter, right-hand hitter Buster Adams. He's the number 6 hitter. The left fielder is hitting .263, 1 homer, 8 runs batted in. Here's the pitch from the right-hand pitcher Bill Dietrich to the right-hand hitter Adams. That misses, ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 2 out. Top of the first inning, Pirates lead by 1. The batter, right-hand hitter Skippy Roberge. The third baseman is the number 7 hitter. He's hitting .227 on the season. Bases loaded, 2 out. Here's the pitch, righty versus righty. That's in the air to the third baseman, and he'll catch it. The line drive, and that's the third out of the inning. The Pirates come up with a run. The Pirates now in front of New York, 1-0. Bottom of the first inning. The Giants are at bat, advancing until there's a runner in scoring position. Billy Herman is at second base for the Giants. The batter, left-hand hitter Nick Etten. He's the number 2 hitter. The first baseman is hitting .339 on the year. 2 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Facing the left-hand pitcher Johnny Smits for the Pirates. Here's the pitch, left-hand hitter. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the first out. The batter, the right-hand hitter Lou Boudreau, facing the lefty Smits. 1 out. The Giants trail by 1. Herman at second base. The delivery. That's in the air to left field. He's running toward the foul line, and he'll make the catch. And that's 2 away. The batter, left-hand hitter Goody Rosen. Facing the lefty Smits. Herman still at second base. Giants trail by 1. The pitch. That's on the ground to the second baseman. He picks it up. Throws the first in time. That retires the side. The Giants get nothing on 1 hit. Pirates still lead 1-0. Top of the second inning. The defense for the New York Giants. Lou Novikov in left. Goody Rosen in center field. And Taffy Wright in right field. The third baseman, Eddie Yost. Lou Boudreau at short. Billy Herman, the second baseman. And Nick Etten at first. The battery, Buddy Rosar behind the plate. And on the mound, right-hand pitcher, Bill Dietrich. Pirates at bat, top of the second. We advance until there's a runner in scoring position. Bottom of the second inning. The defense for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Buster Adams in left field. Johnny Ryrostek in center field. And Bob Elliott in right. Skippy Roberge at third base. Vern Stevens at short. Johnny Berardino. Johnny Berardino at second base. Johnny Mize at first. The battery for the Bucks. Walker Cooper behind the plate. And left-hand pitcher Johnny Smits on the mound. Bottom of the second inning, Giants at bat. Advancing until there's a runner in scoring position. Top of the third inning. Score still 1-0 Pittsburgh. Advancing. Bottom of the third, advancing. Bottom of the third inning. Giants at bat. Billy Herman at second base. The batter, right-hand hitter, Lou Boudreau. He's facing the left-hand pitcher, Johnny Smits, in his third inning of work. Boudreau is 0 for 1. He's hitting .258 on the year. 2 homers, 18 runs batted in. Here's the pitch, lefty versus righty. That's in the air to right field, and it'll get down for a base hit. The runner on third is headed home. There's a throw home, and he's safe. The throw was offline, and the score is now tied 1-1. Giants shortstop Lou Boudreau is at first base. The batter, left-hand hitter Goody Rosen. He's the cleanup hitter. The center fielder is hitting .323. 1 homer, 19 runs batted in. He's 0 for 1. Left-hand pitcher Smits now ready. And we advance to the top of the 4th inning. The score is tied. Pittsburgh 1, Giants 1. Top of the 4th, Pittsburgh at bat, advancing until there's a runner in scoring position. Top of the 4th inning, 1 out. The Pirates have Skippy Roberge at second base and Johnny Berardino at first. The batter, right-hand hitter Johnny Smits, the pitcher. Righty versus righty. Bill Dietrich on the mound in his 4th inning of work. Now ready. On the ground to the third baseman, slow roller. He throws the first in time for the out. Skippy Roberge advances to third. Berardino to second. 2 out now. The batter, the leadoff man, left-hand hitter Johnny Ryristek. He's 2 for 2 today, hitting .345 on the season. 2 out. Right-hand pitcher Dietrich first facing the lefty Ryristek. The pitch. That's in the air, up the middle, base hit for Ryristek. 1 run is in. The second man is, that's a close play, but the ball gets away. And they'll charge the center fielder with an error. So both runs will score. Ryristek will take second on the error. And the hit brings in 2. The Pirates now lead 3-1. They charged Giant center fielder Goody Rosen with the error on the throw home. That's the second error today for the Giants. Top of the 4th inning, Pittsburgh leading 3-1. Ryristek at second base. The batter, right-hand hitter Bob Elliott. He's the right fielder. He bats second. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from right-hander Dietrich. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Inning over. 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, a runner left on. Pittsburgh now lead the Giants 3-1. Bottom of the 4th inning. The Giants trail Pittsburgh by 2. Advancing. Taffy Wright is at third base with nobody out. The batter, right-hand hitter Buddy Rosar. Facing the lefty Schmitz for Pittsburgh. Here's the pitch. He gets that on the ground and is through for a base hit. That run from third will score. And the Giants now draw closer. It's 3-2 in favor of the Pirates. Rosar at first base. Eddie Yost at the plate. Bottom of the 4th. Will advance to the top of the 5th. So the score, after 4 innings, Pittsburgh leads 3-2. The Pirates at bat here in the top of the 5th. We advance. Bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th inning, Giants at bat. With 1 out, they have Nick Etten at second base. The batter, right-hand hitter Lou Boudreau. He's 1 for 2 today with a run batted in. The number 3 hitter, now ready, facing the lefty Schmitz. That's on the ground slowly to the pitcher. He picks it up, throws the first in time for the second out. Nick Etten will advance to third base on the play. 2 out. Etten at third. The batter, left-hand hitter Goody Rosen. The cleanup hitter is 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch from lefty Schmitz.
strike three.
That's in there, a strike call, and that retires the side. Nothing on a hit for New York. The score is 3-2 Pittsburgh. Top of the 6th inning, Pittsburgh at bat, advancing until there's a runner in scoring position. Bottom of the 6th, top of the 7th. Top of the 7th inning, Pittsburgh at bat. But Bob Elliott at second base. The batter, right-hand hitter Walker Cooper, facing the righty Dietrich in his 7th inning of work. Here's the pitch. That's in the air. Oh, the second baseman snags the line drive. I thought that was headed over his head. Fine play for the second out. Billy Herman for the Giants with a great defensive play. Top of the 7th, Pirates lead by a run. They have Bob Elliott at second base, the batter. Left-hand hitter Johnny Mize. He's the cleanup hitter. He's 1 for 3 today. Here's the pitch. That's a pitch out and an intentional walk. 2 out, 2 on. The right-hand hitter, Vern Stevens, will step to the plate for the Pirates. He's the number 5 hitter. He's 1 for 3 today with a run batted in. Right-hand hitter versus the right-hand pitcher, Dietrich. Now ready, here's the pitch. That's on the ground to the third baseman. He will boot the ball, and it's an error on the third baseman. Everybody is safe. Base is loaded with 2 out. Elliott at third, Mize at second, Stevens safe at first on the error. The third error today by the Giants. The Pirate hitter, right hand, Buster Adams. He's the number 6 hitter. He's 0 for 2. Righty versus righty. The Pirates lead by 1 and have the bases loaded with 2 out. Here in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. That's hit in the air up the elevator shaft on the infield, near the mound, and makes the catch of the pop-up to retire the side. The Pirates load the bases but do not score. They still lead 3-2. Bottom of the 7th inning, the Giants at bat, advancing. Top of the 8th. Top of the 8th inning, Pittsburgh at bat. Skippy Roberge at second base with 2 out. The batter, left-hand hitter Johnny Ryrostek, facing the righty Dietrich in his 8th inning of work. Here's the pitch. That's it in the air. On the infield, up the elevator shaft. I couldn't even tell where the ball was. The catcher will step a few feet in front of the plate and make the catch to retire the side. Pirates lead the Giants 3-2. Bottom of the 8th inning, Giants at bat, advancing. The Giants have Goody Rosen at second base with 1 out. Left-hand hitter Taffy Wright at the plate, the batter. The pitcher, lefty Smith, still on the mound, his 8th inning of work. The Giants trail by a run. Here's the pitch. That's on the ground to the first baseman. He picks it up, throws to the pitcher covering in time. Goody Rosen will advance to third. That's the second out of the 8th inning. The right-hand hitter, Buddy Rosar, will step in. The number 6 hitter is hitting .260 on the season. He's 1 for 3 today with a run batted in. Left-hand pitcher Smits versus the righty Rosar. The pitch. He checks his swing, and that's ball 4. So a 2-out walk puts runners on the corners. The batter, number 7 hitter, Eddie Yost, the right-hander. He's 1 for 2 today, 204 on the season. Smits now ready. He swings and misses, strike 3, and that's all for New York in the 8th. 2 base runners in the inning, but New York fails to score. We go to the top of the 9th, and the Pirates still lead 3-2. Top of the ninth inning, Pirates at bat. We advance until there's a runner in scoring position. Bob Elliott at second base, nobody out. The batter, right-hand hitter Walker Cooper. He's 1 for 4, hitting .286 on the year. 5 homers, 18 runs batted in. The pitch from right-hander Dietrich. That's in the air. Center fielder racing in, and he'll get it for the out. That's the first out. Fine play by Goody Rosen in center for the Giants. A lot of ground to cover here at the Polo Grounds. Bob Elliott at second base. The batter, left-hand hitter Johnny Mize. Facing the righty Dietrich. 1 out pitch. And they walk him intentionally with first base open. 1 out, 2 men on. The batter, right-hand hitter Vern Stevens. The number 5 hitter is 1 for 4 today with a run batted in. Righty Dietrich versus the right-hand hitter Stevens. The delivery, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the second out. That's the third strikeout for Bill Dietrich. He's walked 3. Elliott at second, Mize at first. Top of the ninth, 2 out. Pirates lead by 1. The hitter, right-hand hitter, Buster Adams. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. That's in the air. That's a base hit to center. The runner on third is racing home. There's a throw home, and he's safe. And the Pirates add to their lead. An insurance run makes it 4-2. Top of the ninth, 2 out. Mize at second base, Adams at first. The batter, right-hand hitter Skippy Robert, the third baseman. He's 1 for 3. Here's the pitch from, we got a new pitcher for the Giants. It is Lefty Wilkie. Lefty Wilkie for the New York Giants. He is 1-0, 13 innings pitched, 9 hits allowed, 1 earned run. He's walked 4, struck out 4. His earned run average is 0.69. The left-hand pitcher versus the right-hand hitter Roberge for the Pirates. Top of the ninth inning, here's the pitch. 2 out. The 1-1. That's in the air, base hit, center field. Runner on third, rounding third, and hit it home. There's a throw home, and he's safe. Another insurance run for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they now lead 5-2. Right-hand hitter Johnny Bernardino will step in. With a 3-run lead, we'll advance to half inning and see how much damage Pittsburgh does. They score 3 runs and lead 6-2 going into the bottom of the ninth inning. The Giants at bat. Pittsburgh pitcher Johnny Smits will try to complete the game. We will advance until there's a runner in scoring position or the game will be over. That's the ball game. Final score, Pittsburgh Pirates 6, New York Giants 2. The Pirates are now 18 wins, 15 losses. They scored 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. The Pirates left 12 runners on base. The Giants scored 2 runs on 8 hits. They committed 3 errors. They left 9 runners on base. Pirates saddled Giants with 6-2 loss. Pittsburgh Pirates starter Johnny Smits kept the New York Giants hitters in check, leading his team to a comfortable 6-2 win. The win puts the Pirates at 18-15, while the Giants drop to 19-14. With 2 out in the top of the 4th, Johnny Wyrostek put Pittsburgh in front 3-1 with a 2-run single. The Pirates went on to win the ballgame. "I'd like to pitch a complete game every time," said Schmitz. Wyrostek with 3 hits today. He's hitting .345 on the season. He had 2 runs batted in. Bob Elliott, the right fielder, had 2 hits, 2 runs scored in today's game. And Skippy Roberge had a run scored and 2 hits for the Pirates, and a run batted in, along with Johnny Berardino. A hit and a run batted in, and a run scored. I guess he hit 1 out. Let me see. For the Giants, Herman had 2 hits, a run scored. He's hitting .206, the leadoff hitter for the Giants. Pittsburgh right fielder Bob Elliott with his 3rd stolen base. Johnny Smits, the starter for the Pittsburgh Pirates, is the player of the game. He gets the win. He's now 7-2. Complete game victory, 8 hits allowed, 2 earned runs. He walked 4, struck out 7. 143 pitches thrown. His earned run average is now 2.00. The loser, Bill Dietrich of the Giants, he's now 2-1. 8 2/3 innings pitched, 10 hits allowed, 6 runs, 4 of them earned, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. No homers. He pitched 124. He has an ERA of 2.31. The Pirates win on the road at the Polo Grounds, 6-2. Now our other featured game. I remember from Sportsman's Park, the St. Louis Browns host the Philadelphia Athletics. And now the starting lineup for the Athletics. Leading off, Hank Edwards in right, Billy Cox at short, Sid Gordon in left. The cleanup hitter, Yogi Berra, the catcher. He's cold. Don Ross at third, Les Fleming at first, Dane Clay, the center fielder, Skeeter Newsom at second, and the starting pitcher, Harry Breachin. In 6 games, he's 3-3. With a 5.87 ERA and a 1.52 WHIP. He's 31 years old. The starting lineup for the St. Louis Browns. The leadoff man, Eddie Stanky at second. Buddy Lewis in right. Joe Medwick in left. The cleanup hitter, Rudy York at first. Bobby Brown at short, Al Wagner, the catcher, Leon Culberson in center, Jimmy Outlaw at third, and the starting pitcher, Joe Haynes. He's cold. In 5 games, he's 1-2 with a 5.68 ERA and a 1.48 WHIP. He's 28 years old. Hold on a minute. It says here that Bob Feller is going to start this game. It says it right here. When I come in, and Joe Haynes is starting the game. I don't understand. That's the set. Oh, maybe. Oh, I can't play the second game until I played the first game. Well, isn't that a hoot? Okay, hadn't considered that. Well, since I want to play this game, I will quick play this game, and it will not be included in the real-time simulation of Showcase Sunday. So, the St. Louis Browns host 15-17 with a home record of 4-8. They're 6th in the American League. Hosts the Philadelphia Athletics, 18-16, a road record of 6-6. They are 3rd in the American League. Starting for the Browns, Joe Haynes, who I just described, 1-2, 5 ERA. He's facing Harry Breachin, 3-3, with a 5 ERA. The result of this game: Athletics fall to Browns 5-3. Player of the game: St. Louis starter Joe Haynes. He's now 2-2 with a 5.09 ERA. The loser is Harry Breachin, the starter for the Athletics. He's now 3-4 with a 5.83 ERA. Now, our featured game is the nightcap of this twin bill. Paul Richards is the catcher for the Athletics, and the starter is Tex Houston. Tex Houston is 5-2 with a 2.9 ERA and a 1.10 whip. He is 30 years old. I don't know if this is the same lineup. Well, you can check the lineup in the Baseball Guide website. Feller is the starter for the Browns. In 8 games, he's 5-3 with a 2.61 ERA, 1.26 whip. He's 27 years old. "15,000 fans in the stands. Rain, 69 degrees. Wind blowing in from center at 10 miles per hour. The Browns are in 4th place in the American League with a 16-17 record. They are 5-8 at home. The Athletics are 3rd in the American League with an 18-17 record. They have a 6-7 record on the road. Let's play ball. Hello, baseball fans. Today it's St. Louis taking on Philadelphia. Philadelphia holds on to 3rd place in the American League, and St. Louis in 4th. St. Louis has won 3 of the 4 games from Philadelphia this season. There is rain in the weather forecast. The wind's blowing in from center at 10 miles per hour. The first pitch is coming up. On the bump for St. Louis, Bob Feller. He comes into the game with a record of 5-3 and a 2.61 ERA. He has struck out 42 in 69 innings pitched. Feller is first in wins in the American League with 5, third in strikeouts with 42, and second in innings with I can't see. Hank Edwards is up. He digs in. He's ready to go, and the game will get started. Hank is hitting .303 this season with 6 home runs. The 2-0 pitch. Fly ball left field. He's there to make the catch, and we're underway. The St. Louis Browns defensively, Medwick in left field, Joe Medwick, Leon Culberson in center field, Buddy Lewis in right field, Outlaw at third base, Jimmy Outlaw, Brown at short, Bobby Brown, Stanky at second base, Eddie Stanky, Rudy York at first. The battery, Jim Hegan behind the plate, and on the mound, right-hand pitcher Bob Feller. Top of the first, 1 out, the Athletics at bat. We will advance until there's a runner in scoring position. Bottom of the first inning, no score. The Philadelphia Athletics defense, Gordon in left field, Sid Gordon. Clay in center field, Dane Clay. Edwards in right, Hank Edwards. Ross at third base, Don Ross. Cox at short, Billy Cox. Newsom at second base, Skeeter Newsom. Fleming at first, Les Fleming. The battery, Paul Richards behind the plate, and on the mound, right-hand pitcher Tex Houston. The Browns at bat will advance until there's a runner in scoring position. We advance to the top of the second. There's no score. Advancing. Top of the second inning. A's at bat. Les Fleming at second. Don Ross at first. The batter, right-hand hitter Dane Clay. Facing the right-hand pitcher Bob Feller. Here's the pitch. That's on the ground to the shortstop. He picks it up, throws the second for 1. The relay in time. 6-4-3 double play. That's 2 out. Les Fleming to third base. Top of the second, no score. 2 away. Les Fleming at third base. The batter, right-hand hitter Skeeter Newsom. The second baseman is the number 7 hitter. He's hitting .283 on the year. No homers. 7 runs batted in. Right-hander Feller ready. That's hit in the air to right field. That's a base hit. The run will score on the base hit, and the game is now Philadelphia 1, St. Louis 0. Top of the second, A's lead by a run. 2 out. The batter is Paul Richards. Will advance. Richards is now at second base with 2 out. The batter, the right-hand hitter, Tex Houston, the pitcher. A second run has scored. Let's see how. Newsom was on that first base. Richards doubled. And Newsom scored from first. So now, the Philadelphia Athletics lead 2-0 here in the top of the second inning. 2 out. Paul Richards at second base. Houston at the plate. Bob Feller on the mound. Righty versus righty. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors. A runner left on. The Athletics jump out in front 2-0. Bottom of the second inning. Browns at bat. We advance until there's a runner in scoring position. Top of the third inning. Top of the third. A's at bat. They have a runner, Billy Cox on second base with 1 out. The batter, right-hand hitter, Sid Gordon. He's the number 3 hitter. The left fielder is hitting .281 on the season, 3 homers, 13 runs batted in. He's 0 for 1 today. Right-hander Feller now ready. That's it in the air to right field. Hit hard but right at him for the second out. Cox at second base, top of the third, 2 out. The A's lead by 2. And the batter, left-hand hitter, Les Fleming. He's the cleanup hitter. Here's the pitch. That's in the air to left field, and that's a base hit over the leaping shortstop. The runner is hit it home. The throw home will not be in time. So Les Fleming delivers the run-scoring single, and the A's now lead 3-0 over the Browns. Top of the third inning, 2 out. The A's lead by 3. Will advance the half inning to see if they do any further damage. Bottom of the third inning, Philadelphia leads 3-0. The Browns at bat, advancing until there's a runner in scoring position. We advance to the top of the fourth. The A's still leading 3-0, advancing. Bottom of the fourth, top of the fifth, bottom of the fifth, top of the sixth. Top of the sixth inning, A's at bat. They lead 3-0. They have 2 runners on. We advance the half inning to see if they do any further damage. They do not score. Bottom of the sixth, the Browns trail by 3, advancing. A run has scored without a runner in scoring position. Let's see how. Bob Feller singled, Eddie Stanky doubled, and Feller scored from first. So that puts the Browns on the board. They now trail by 2, 3-1. They have Eddie Stanky at second base with nobody out in the bottom of the sixth inning. The batter, left-hand hitter Buddy Lewis. He bats second. He's hitting .295. He's 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch from right-hander Houston to the lefty Lewis. That's on the ground to the shortstop. He picks it up. He'll throw to first in time. That's the first out. The batter, right-hand hitter Joe Medwick. Stanky at second base. The Browns trail by 2. Here's the pitch. That's in the air, and it will be caught by the right fielder in center field. Now, you'd have to see it to believe it. Okay, that's the second out. The left-hand hitter, Bobby Brown, is at the plate. Eddie Stanky at second base. 2 out. Here's the pitch from the righty Houston. That's on the ground to second. He picks it up, throws the first in time, and the side is retired. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, a runner left on. The Browns pull closer. The score is now 3-1. Top of the 7th inning, Philadelphia at bat, advancing. Philadelphia has Billy Cox at second base with 2 out. The batter, right-hand hitter Sid Gordon. He's the number 3 hitter. The left fielder is 1 for 3 today. Here's the pitch from Feller in his 7th inning of work. The 2-0 pitch is laced to left field for a base hit. A runner is hit it home from third, and he'll score easily. And the batter will advance to second on the throw home. The Athletics add to their lead. It's now 4-1. We'll advance the half inning to see if they do any more damage. They score the 1 run. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and the A's lead by 3. The Browns are at bat. We advance to see if they get a runner in scoring position. A run scores for the Browns. Without a runner in scoring position, Leon Culberson hits a solo home run. So that puts the Browns on the board in the bottom of the 7th, and the score is now 4-2 in favor of the Athletics. We advance in the bottom of the 7th to the top of the 8th. The score is still 4-2 Philadelphia. The A's at bat, advancing. The A's have 2 runners on scoring position. We will advance the half inning to see if they increase their lead. They do not score. Bottom of the 8th, the Browns at bat, advancing. Top of the 9th. The score is still 4-2. We advance past the top of the 9th to see if the A's increase their lead. They do not. 2-run lead going into the bottom of the 9th. The Browns at bat, advancing until they have a runner in scoring position or the game is over. The Browns have Grady Hatton at second base and Dom D'Alessandro at first. With 1 out, the batter, left-hand hitter Hal Wagner. The pinch hitter is slightly tired. He's hitting 156 on the season. Right-hand pitcher Houston still in there in his 9th inning of work, facing the lefty Wagner. The pitch. A swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the 2nd out. Tex Houston has struck out 9 in this game. New pitcher for the New York Giants. For the Philadelphia A's. New pitcher for the Philadelphia A's. Russ Bowers will take the mound. Bowers is 1-1 on the season. 16 2/3 innings pitched, 17 hits allowed, 8 earned runs. He's walked 8 and struck out 7. His ERA is 4.32. The right-hand pitcher faces Andy Pafko, the pinch hitter. He's slightly tired. He's a right-hand hitter. He's hitting .328 on the season. The Browns trail by 2. The winning run is at the plate. Here's the pitch. Bowers has converted 1 of 2 save chances. That pitch misses, ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 2 out. Okay, bottom of the 9th inning, 2 out, bases loaded. Browns trail by 2. The winning run is at first base. The batter, right-hand hitter Jake Jones, will step in. He's a pinch hitter. He's 2 for 2 on the season, a perfect 1,000. Here's the pitch from Russ Bowers to the right-hander Jake Jones. That misses, ball 4, and he walks in a run. The score is now Philadelphia 4, St. Louis 3. And the batter is right-hand hitter Eddie Stanky, the leadoff man. He's 1 for 4 today with a run batted in. Bottom of the 9th, the tying run is 90 feet away. Here's the pitch. The 3-0. He misses, ball 4, and he walks him on 4 pitches. The game is now tied. Russ Bowers has stepped in and tied this game on base on balls, back to back. The batter now, left-hand hitter Buddy Lewis, the number 2 hitter. The right fielder today is 0 for 4. Pafko at third, Jones at second, Stanky at first. Here's the pitch. That ball gets away. Wild pitch. And that's the game. The Browns win the game 5-4 in a most unusual way. The A's literally give this game away on the road. Let's look at the total for today's game. First, for the victorious St. Louis Browns, who are now 17-17. 5 runs scored, 6 hits, no errors. The Browns left 6 men on base. The Athletics are also 500 at 18-18 now. They scored 4 runs. They had 12 hits, did not commit an error. They left 8 men on base. Browns snatch late game 5-4 win. The home squad pulled out a thrilling walk-off win. The Browns grabbed a win 5-4 at Sportsman's Park, overcoming a fine effort from Philadelphia pitcher Tex Houston. Houston went 8 2/3 innings, allowed 4 runs. The winner was Bob Feller, who threw 155 pitches over 9 innings. The right-hander was charged with 4 runs on 12 hits. The two teams entertained the Sportsman's Park crowd with some good baseball. Great to call the crowd to its feet, Stanky said. The Browns now have a record of 17-17. He literally gave this game away with 2 base on balls with the bases loaded, back to back, and then a wild pitch to allow the man to score from third. Very sloppy baseball. The A's had 2 hits from Cox, from Gordon, from Fleming, from Newsom, from Richards, to no avail. And the Browns managed to get one in. Congratulations. The winning pitcher is Bob Feller. He's now 6-3, 9 innings pitched, 12 hits allowed, 4 earned runs. He walked 4, struck out 10. He threw 155 pitches. His ERA is 2.77. Tex Houston is the player of the game. He threw 8 2/3, allowed 4 earned runs, 6 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 9. He allowed a homer. He threw 141 pitches. His ERA is now 3.04. The loser is Russ Bowers. Here's the guy who gave the game away. His second blown save and his second loss. He's 1-2. Rain delay of 35 minutes in the 6th inning. The St. Louis Browns pull one out at home 5-4, or accepted the gift from the Athletics. Okay. So those are the showcase games for today. Now, we play the remainder of today's games in real time. Simulation. Detroit hosting Boston. The Guardians hosting the Yankees. The Braves hosting the Cubs. And the Giants hosting the Pirates. Pittsburgh Vern Stevens singles. Wyra Steck scores for the Pirates. They lead 1-0. Boston. Bill Mazzy singles. Calvaretta scores. The Red Sox lead the Tigers 1-0 in the first. The Braves. Joe DiMaggio hits a home run. Solo shot in the bottom of the first. The Braves lead 1-0 over the Cubs. Detroit. Eddie Robinson doubles. Appling scores. The Tigers tie up that game. And now Chet Lobbs hits a sacrifice fly and Salkelt scores. The Tigers lead the Red Sox 2-1. Rusty Peters singles. And Robinson scores for the Tigers. They now lead the Red Sox 3-1. The Cardinals take a 1-0 lead over the Phillies. Jim Russell reaches on a fielder's choice and Sternweiss scores. Can't keep up now. Ken Keltner grounds out and Dickey scores to give the Cards a 2-0 lead. The White Sox take a 1-0 lead over the Senators. Jimmy Brown hits a sacrifice fly. Simnick scores. The Cards take a 4-0 lead over the Phillies. Frank McCormick singles. Sturgeon and Russell score. In the lower right-hand corner, for those of you who are watching, you can see the top performers of the day, and when the day is over, I will list them, because that does a lot of changing. Okay, the Pirates now. Johnny Mize hits a 2-run home run, and they lead the Giants 3-0 in the third inning. The Yankees take a 1-0 lead over the Guardians in the fourth. Hank Greenberg for the Yankees hits a solo home run. Okay, Cleveland has tied the game with the Yankees. Doc Kramer singles and Lake scores. The Guardians are now tied. The Tigers, Fritz Alstermuller singles, scoring Peters, and they lead the Red Sox 4-1. The Braves take a 2-0 lead on the Cubs. Red Scheindienst triples, scoring Fletcher. Now the Braves take a 3-0 lead as Dizzy Trout doubles, scoring Scheindienst. The White Sox take a 3-0 lead as Harry Feldman singles home 2, Marshall and Seminick. The Yankees take the lead over the Guardians as Bill Rigney singles, scoring Lombardi. The Dodgers take a 1-0 lead as Pete Reeser hits a solo home run in the first inning as that game gets underway. The Yankees take a 5-1 lead over the Guardian as Virgil Trucks hits a 3-run home run in the fifth. The Dodgers have Barney McCoskey hit a 2-run home run as Brooklyn takes a 3-0 lead. The Reds put a run on the board in that game in the top of the second as Babe Young singles, scoring Kurowski. So Brooklyn leads that game 3-1 over the Reds. Now the Dodgers have scored. Bruce Edwards hits a home run in the bottom of the second, and Brooklyn leads the Reds 4-1. In the fifth inning, the Phillies, Cass Michael singles, scoring Chrisman, and they get on the board. They trail the Cardinals 4-1. The Cubs tie the game. Wally Moses doubles, scoring Williams, Lowry, and Bladner. 3 base-clearing double for Wally Moses, and they tie that game with the Braves 3-3. The White Sox take a 5-0 lead. Harry Feldman singles, Semenik and Travis both score. Make that 6-0 as Lonnie Fry singles, scoring Brown. Sox lead the Senators 6-0 in the 6th inning. The Yankees lead the Guardians 7-1. Kiner singles. Rigney and Witek score. The White Sox, Musial singles, scoring Feldman. They lead 7-0 over the Senators. Make that 8-0 White Sox as Marshall hits a sacrifice fly and DiMaggio scores. Okay, the Tigers gets a 2-run homer from Sokel to take a 6-1 lead on the Red Sox. Cecil Travis of the White Sox singles, scoring 2, Fry and Musial. They now lead 10-2. The Pirates, Jerry Pretty hits a 2-run homer, and the Pirates lead the Giants 5-0 in the 8th inning. Washington gets on the board against the White Sox. Burgess, Whitehead triples. Vernon and Zach score. Giants get on the board against the Pirates. They trail 5-1. Oh my. For the New York Giants, Nick Etten hits a grand slam to tie the game in the 8th inning. The Giants and Pirates are now tied 5-5. The Reds score. Whitey Kurowski's doubles, scoring 2, Newsom and Galan. And now they trail the Dodgers 4-3. The Senators get 2 runs on a Mickey Vernon triple. They now trail the White Sox 10-4. Wait, hold that. Ray Miller hits a 2-run homer, and now the Senators trail the White Sox 10-6. The Tigers get a run from an Eddie Robinson single, 2 runs, and they lead Boston 8-1. Okay, the Dodgers add a run against the Reds. McCoskey singles, scoring Slaughter. They lead 5-3. The Tigers, a single scores Robinson, and they lead by 8, 9-1. Dodgers add 2 more runs against the Reds. Phil Rizzuto doubles, scoring Chapman and McCoskey. Final score, the Yankees defeat the Guardians 7-1. Finals are coming in now. Let's see, the Tigers, Lucadello triples. Ian Tini scores for the Tigers. They're walloping Boston. They won that game 10-1. All right, Brooklyn, Bobby Adams reaches on an error. Rizzuto scores. 8-3 lead over Cincinnati. The Cubs, Eddie Mayo singles in 2 for the Cubs in the top of the 9th. And Pesky and Sanders score. All right. Let's see. So we got some finals now. White Sox win 10-6. Tigers win 10-1 over the Red Sox. White Sox over the Senators. The Cardinals beat the Phillies 4-1. The Pirates okay, I'm not sure what's happening. All right, Pirates lead the Giants 6-5 in the 10th. Final for the Cub game, they beat the Braves 5-3. Final in the Giants game, the Pirates win that game 6-5. And now we've got some games starting. These are the nightcaps, I believe. They're all in the first inning. But I don't see them on the left. So let me see where these games are now. They're not going to show me these games? Oh, here. Oh my goodness, they're above me. All right, these are the second games of the double hitters. Let me see where we are here. Here are our finals. All right. The Red Sox, Charlie Keller, it's a solo home run. They lead the Tigers 1-0 in game 2. The Cardinals lead the Phillies 1-0. Cullenbine grounds out, scoring Keltner. The Red Sox have tied the Tigers 1-1 on an Eddie Robinson single. The Phillies, Dale Ennis hits a 3-run home run to give the Phillies a 3-1 lead over the Cardinals. The Braves get a 3-run homer from L.B. Fletcher, and they lead the Cubs 3-0. The Tigers, on a Luca Della single, now lead the Red Sox 2-1. The Braves get one more run, on a Sadlock single. They lead the Cubs 4-0. Okay, a report on the Boston player George Myatt. He leaves the game with an injury in the second inning. The Tigers, lead that game 2-1 over the Red Sox. Got a final here. Brooklyn over Cincinnati, 8-3. That game just ended, I guess. White Sox lead the Senators 1-0 on a Jimmy Brown solo home run. The Yankees lead the Guardians in the third inning on a Ralph Kiner single. They lead 1-0. Phillies, Dale Ennis scores, hits a single, RBI single, and they lead 4-1 over the Cardinals. Tigers, on a Luca Della double, lead the Red Sox 3-1. The White Sox, on a Nicholson double, lead the Senators 2-0. The Red Sox score a run on a Crawford single. Detroit still leads 3-2. And Jake Early for the White Sox single, scoring a run. They now lead the Senators 3-0 in the fourth inning. Keltner hits a sac fly for the Cardinals. They still trail the Phillies 4-2. The White Sox score a run on a wild pitch. They now lead Washington 4-0. Cardinals, Mama Rao, base hit, scores a run. They draw closer to the Phillies. It's now 4-3. Stan Musial with an RBI single. White Sox lead the Senators 5-0. Dutch Leonard of the Yankees hits a sac fly, and they lead the Guardians 2-0. Tommy Holmes hits a 2-run home run for the Senators, putting them on the board against the White Sox. The score is now 5-2 in favor of Chicago. The Cubs get on the board in the sixth inning in their game against the Braves. Kyle Furillo with an RBI single is 4-1. Next for the Cubs, Wally Moses triples. 2 RBI, and they draw to within 1. The Braves lead 4-3 over the Cubs. The Guardians get on the board. Eddie Lake doubles, scoring a run. They trail the Yankees 2-1. Jake Early hits a solo home run for the White Sox. They take a 6-2 lead over the Senators. The Red Sox tie the game on an Odia RBI single. They tie the Tigers. It's now 3-3 in the sixth inning. The Cardinals tie the Phillies. Ken Keltner hits a solo home run, and it's 4-4 in the seventh. Carl Furillo for the Cubs with an RBI single ties the game with the Braves. It's now 4-4 in the seventh. Stan Musial for the White Sox hits a 3-run home run to extend the lead for the Sox over Washington 9-2. The Braves, Jeff Heath doubles, scoring a run, giving them a lead over the Cubs 5-4. The Braves extend that lead. L.B. Fletcher with an RBI single, and Buddy Kerr with an RBI single, and Red Shindings with an RBI single, and Mike Sandlock triples for 2 more RBI. The Braves have an 11-4 lead over the Cubs in the 7th inning. The Cardinals, Jim Russell triples, scoring 2, and they take a 6-4 lead over the Phillies. The Senators, Pardon Gillenwater with an RBI single, and Washington now trails the White Sox 9-3. The Braves continue to pour it on. Johnny Hopp singles, and that actually makes it 11-4 in the 7th inning. We have a final. The Yankees defeat the Guardians 2-1. The Phillies tie the game on a Max West double that scores 2. It's 6-6 in the 8th inning. For the Tigers, Johnny Lucadillo has 4 hits in the game in the 3-3 tie with the Red Sox. The White Sox, Lonnie Fry scores another run. They lead 10-4. For Washington, Bob Swift hits a double. Zarella scores. It's now 10-4 White Sox. For the Cardinals, Whitey Wheelman singles, scoring a run, and the Cardinals take a 7-6 lead over the Phillies. We have a final Sox win over the Senators 10-4. The Braves gets a Ted Williams RBI single, and the Cubs now have 5. It's 11-5. That's the final. The Braves beat the Cubs 11-5. The Tigers, Connie Ryan gets an RBI hit, putting them in front of the Red Sox, and there's your final. The Tigers walk it off in the 9th, 4-3. And a final from Philadelphia. The Cardinals win that contest 7-6. So that is the slate for Sunday, May 19th. Here are your top performers. You'll meet the top 3 in a minute. We also have Jimmy Brown of the White Sox, who went 4 for 6 today. A double, a home run, 2 runs batted in. Virgil Trucks, 9 innings pitched. Salkell went 3 for 4. Shinding 6 for 9 for the Braves. Leon Culberson for the Browns, 3 for 6. 2 home runs. DiMaggio, 5 for 8 with a homer. L.B. Fletcher, 3 for 8 with a homer. How about Newhouser? Complete game, 5 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. Let's see where we stand. Okay, well, that's the slate for week 5.